Finally. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a very long awaited video as I'm doing a plush review on August's Minnie Mouse the Main Attraction plush. So in case you missed it, this plush was actually recalled. We don't actually know the exact reason, but if you didn't see me review the rest of the collection, which was the pins and the mug that my mum owns, I will leave a card up above to August's haul so that you can see that. It was a bit of a weird video just doing the pins and the mug, but I did also talk about the recall of this plush, which I will talk about now, and I showed you the next month sneak peek like I usually do. But this one isn't going to have a sneak peek in because we are just talking about a plush which came out in August, and we've actually just had October's on Sunday the 18th. So I hope that everybody who wanted something from October's release did actually get it, and my video will be coming out in November. So this plush was released on the 18th of August. I believe it was about the 20th of August that my mum received an email. It came through later than others. I had already had a few messages on Instagram before my mum got her email. It basically just said that there was a quality issue with the Minnie plush, and as a result they were refunding all orders. But luckily they already had a plan for when they were re-released. They had said in that email that as soon as she was ready, the people that had already bought her and been refunded for her would get a unique link to be able to buy her before she went back on general sale. So it felt like it was going to be a little bit like Merch Pass, in the way that if you get something on Merch Pass, you get sent a link where only you can buy that item, you can't share that with anybody. But I personally, as I said in the August video, I personally would have preferred a pre-order where they just kept the money and just shipped it when it was ready, because this was a little bit extra hassle that I don't think we necessarily needed. If you wanted it, you will still want it when it gets re-released, so it should have just stayed open as a pre-order, or you should have at least been given the option to keep it open as a pre-order. But on Friday the 2nd of October, again, my mum didn't get the email straight away. I think they were going in like order number, so I'd already had a few messages on Instagram about the email when my mum got it. They told us that on Monday the 5th of October at 10 AM we would be sent a link to get the plush. Now that Monday was a very stressful day for me at work. We had just opened up for the year. It was very, very busy. It was busy the entire week, and I just kept saying, why did it have to be today that it released? So 10 AM, I'm refreshing my mum's emails on her iPad trying to get this email. I'm getting really agitated because they said 10 AM. We actually got the link at 11 AM. So I was furious, because what if I decided to take my lunch break just to buy that? If I wasn't working at home, that's what I would have done. But luckily I was just doing my work, and every 5 minutes I was just refreshing the emails. So before the email come through, a couple of people messaged me on Instagram asking whether I'd got the email, and then someone sent me a link to buy Minnie, because it turned out that the actual link to buy Minnie wasn't unique to you, it was just hidden on the site, so anybody could find it if they knew how. But the idea was that this link would be hidden for 48 hours to give everybody who got an email the opportunity to buy it, and then she would go on general sale. So I ordered mine, it was all good, I paid for next day delivery, it didn't get shipped that day. So I went on live chat to Disney on Tuesday. They said, oh, I'm sorry about that, check back with us tomorrow. And I was like, well, that's not next day if it's going to be the Wednesday, but okay. So it didn't get shipped the Tuesday night. I went on to them on Wednesday. They apologised. They refunded me for the next day delivery cost, because right now on Shop Disney UK you can get free standard delivery if you have a code, which I had, but I chose next day delivery because I wanted Minnie, before she went on general sale, to know full well that I've got her. So they refunded the cost, and they did promise that it would get shipped that day. It didn't get shipped that day. So I got onto them again on Thursday, and they said, yep, it's definitely getting shipped today. Don't worry, I've just checked, it's getting shipped today. It didn't. Jo from Park Pioneer got her plush shipped on Thursday night, and she chose standard delivery. So there was definitely a problem with fulfilling my order. So on Friday, I tried again. They said, oh, I'm really sorry, there's been a delay with these plushes. I have a very strong feeling that they didn't have them in stock on the Monday, so they shouldn't have given me next day delivery as an option, but I have been refunded for it. But I did say to the man on the live chat I have spoken to someone Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, and not a single person mentioned this delay to me. So he was very apologetic, and she did actually arrive Saturday as he promised. So the guy I spoke to last was by far the most helpful. But she has arrived. I was very upset because she came in a bag again. I have spoken to Disney about putting them in bags. We are spending a lot of money. These are collector's items. They shouldn't be coming in bags. This is how she arrived, with her ears bent. And unfortunately, that was the picture that I posted on Instagram, because I just didn't have time to fix her before I posted her on Instagram, because I had no content for that day. But I have managed to fix her now, for the most part. So here she is. Her ears have gone back a little bit, but I will talk about why it's doing that in a moment. So this is August's plush based on Dumbo. You've got a gold feather, which is very bent, as you can see, and then her bow is blue, red and gold. This kind of looks like the Luxo ball from the Pixar films. Her ears are bent back because she's got a ribbon going around her ears, and the stitching on mine is particularly bad because it doesn't really meet up at the back. She's wearing a halter neck dress. Mine is better than other people's I've seen that have arrived. Mine isn't as creased. I did have to pull these down with clips. Thank you again, Angela, for the tip. You've got a red ruffled dress, which I really hated. You know I hated this. It does look slightly better in person. I think what saved the plush for me is this like light grey plush with the white face. I think it looks really nice, but the dress and the bow and everything I just think is over the top, and I'm going to get onto that a little bit more in a second. Then she's got blue, gold and yellow shoes, and there is her stamp. So she's 8 of 12, so I now have all 9 so far. And then look at the state of her tag. I'm not even making this up. This is how the tag arrived. So I do have the tag protector all ready to go, but that's not the point. I remember there was a Mickey Memories I got and the tag was actually off. It had actually ripped off in posting and I was furious. But we did manage to fix it. It's just, it shouldn't be a problem to fix this. I was talking to a follower on Instagram about this. When they come bent, it shouldn't be our responsibility to bend them back and fix their dress and things like that. They should just come in a box, because we are spending $27.50 for a collector's item and it's just not good enough. So I'm going to read you the spiel in the tag. Buckle up for a twirl on the Dumbo the Flying Elephant attraction in the Fantasyland area. First taking flight on August 16th, 1955 in the Disneyland Park. This attraction features Dumbo-shaped vehicles with outstretched ears, and with a lever you can move our beloved pachyderm up or down. Enjoy the view. And then this is the only item that I get that has the illustration, so I couldn't show it to you in my August video, but that is the illustration for this month. So this is where I'm going to rant a little bit. They have put the film artwork there. In previous months, you can see all of my previous months. The most recent one I've done is the Big Thunder Mountain, which I will leave a card up above for. Even if it's an attraction based on a film, the artwork is still based on the ride. And I have an argument as to why she shouldn't have been coloured like this. So I spent a lot of time on this the day she arrived. Dumbo in Disneyland, the original, has recently been renovated. I believe it was renovated in 2018, and this is what the entrance looks like. It is blue and gold, yes, but it is pink, not red. I think that would have been better for this plush, as it would step away from film Dumbo. In Walt Disney World in the Magic Kingdom, this is how it looks. It is red, blue and gold. If they were going with Walt Disney World, they shouldn't have, because even in the tag it does say when it opened at the Disneyland attraction. So I personally think they should have gone with Disneyland's colouring if they were only choosing one. Going on to Tokyo Disneyland's Dumbo here, it is pink and blue, very pastel-y, much like the Dumbo I was expecting from the promo shot. I have said on numerous occasions this plush should have been pastel-y, because I think it's really going to stand out with all of those. Next we've got Disneyland Paris, which is what I grew up with, and again it's pastels. I think if they'd gone with this colour scheme, but toned it down to be pastel coloured, it would have been better. And then we've got Hong Kong Disneyland, exactly the same, pastels. And finally we've got Shanghai Disneyland, which is pastel-y, but there is still red, blue and gold. So I think they've personally gone with Walt Disney World, and they shouldn't have, because this collection should be about rides that are at Disneyland and based on how they look in Disneyland, especially since the December one is based on Sleeping Beauty Castle, not Cinderella Castle. I just think it was a wrong move to do the colours like this. And then because this is a hill that I'm going to die on, I also looked into merchandise. Admittedly, I looked into Tokyo Disneyland merchandise, which is a pastel ride anyway, but you've got the popcorn bucket, which is pink, and then you've got the Dumbo Plush, which is the one thing that I really regret not buying from Tokyo Disneyland. I had it in my hands on the last day and I decided not to buy it. So if anyone goes to Tokyo Disneyland, please pick me up that plush because I really want it. But the back of this plush is pink. And finally, there's like a chopstick holder type item that you can buy of the Dumbo ride vehicle. At least I think that's what it is. I can't remember and it's not very clear from the picture. But again, it is pink. I've seen other merchandise where it's a pastel purple. The Disney tradition for the attraction is a pastel purple. But this just further proves my point that this plush should have been pastel. Overall, it is prettier than I expected. But I very much agree with Joe and Andy. It's just a bit meh. If you didn't see Park Pioneer's review of this, I'm going to leave a card up above because they said it far better than I ever could. They knew this was a cummerbund and they knew this was crinoline, and I was just like, ruffles and a belt and a little dangly thing. I just don't know how to describe these kinds of things. And back to the bag issue, one of the reasons my mum takes the plush on the mug and I take the pins is because the plush is guaranteed to come in a box if you've bought the mug with it. Whereas if you just buy the plush on its own, you're guaranteed to get it in a bag. So I would always recommend you buy something else with the Minnie plush if you want her to come in a box, because it's just not good enough to have a limited edition item come in such a state. Like, these are the only plushes that I keep tags on, so I'm just really disappointed. But as I always do, I'm going to show you how I display them. Like I said before, I feel like I say this in every single video, but you don't know who's finding this video for the first time and wants to know. So I use these A7 Snowpaque polyfiles from Amazon. I have actually run out now. I need to put an order in before Minnie arrives, but I'm just going to put the tag in and clip it, and it will stop it from getting even more damaged. But unfortunately, the damage has already been done. As you can see, to fill Minnie's gap, I had put my Simba Toys Dumbo there, so I'm going to take him down and put Minnie there in his place. And there she is in her rightful place. I really hope you enjoyed this plush review. I find it so strange doing a video just on the plush, but I didn't want to put it in October's Haunted Mansion review, as I just really want to show that collection on its own. Haunted Mansion is one of my favourite attractions, and I'm really excited to hopefully get this plush. I say hopefully because even though this video has gone out after it's been released, I filmed it way before, so I don't know whether I've got it yet. So cross your fingers for me. I'll let you know in the comments if anybody asks whether I got it or not, but I'm sure you'll find out on Instagram. Anyway, Lizzie in Disney, thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did. I will be back tomorrow with another video, so I will see you guys then. Bye!